Hey folks, hope you're having a great day wherever you're at. Thought I would jump on and share, what is my daily routine. And if I share it with you, I think it might help you, um, in case you want to incorporate some of my daily routine into your daily routine. And my daily routine has evolved over time. And maybe in another 6 months or a year, if you ask me what is my daily routine, centering prayer will always be a part of it, but I may have incorporate other things into it. So let me share it. And it doesn't look as complicated and as much as you're seeing here, but I thought I would dump it all here and share it. So what does it look like for me, and how has it evolved, and how has it helped me? So in the morning, when I wake up, the first thing I do is journal, and it might only be for a few minutes or so. And journaling is many different things to me. I could jot down a word, I could jot down a phrase, I could jot down a sentence, I could lament, complain, vent, or I could try to motivate myself and talk about what I'm going to get done today, or I could motivate myself and write down short-term and long-term goals. So that's what journaling will look like to me. It's anything. There's no rhyme or reason. It's whatever I feel like jotting down at that moment. And this may only take 1 minute or 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'm done. And then the next thing I move into is I read my affirmations. And these are things, single sentence statements, goals, short-term and long-term, that I want to accomplish in various areas of my life. Family, physical health, mental health, spiritual life, finances, things I want to do with my website, things I want to do with my day job, those types of things. I read these affirmations, and I have 15 or so of them. Then I go into my centering prayer sit. And in my centering prayer sit, what I've recently started doing is, right as I'm lying there in the silence of centering prayer, I do visualization actually before I start centering prayer. And what I mean by that is I visualize the day and what I'm going to accomplish. And if it was 5 o'clock in the evening and I'm looking back, I'm visualizing, what did I do? What did I accomplish? What were the things that were essential today that I needed to accomplish? So that's what I do, and that may only take a minute or two, and then I go into the centering prayer sit. So that's kind of what my morning routine looks like. A little bit of journaling, reading my affirmations, letting them go, quieting myself into my centering prayer sit, and 1 minute in the centering prayer sit. I'm not centering, I'm just doing some visualization where I'm thinking about what would my day look like at 5 o'clock and look back. And what did I accomplish? Then I go into my centering prayer sit. So you can think of it, that's my morning routine. Then I jotted down here, exercise, brisk walk. I try to go to the gym three days a week or so and do some physical exercise and aerobic exercise. Or I try to take a brisk walk almost on most nights if I can. And I actually just got back from a nice brisk walk tonight. It's just a great way to clear my head, and I listen to an audiobook while I'm doing it. And then another routine I do, and it doesn't take very long, it's right before I go to bed. I drop to my knees, and gratitude. I thank God for all the small, medium, and big things that happened today, whether it's that cup of coffee, or that task I accomplished, or the talk I had with a friend, or the fun conversation I had with my son, or the television show that I watched with my wife. Whatever I can think about, I thank God, small, medium, or large. And then I send prayers of love to those that are a thorn in my side, and I'm probably one to some people as well. So there might be some people that were not pleasant to me today, or I perceive them as not being pleasant to me. I'll send prayers of love to them. And I recognize that I probably am a thorn in someone else's side, and maybe they're sending me prayers of love as well. So it's because I want to go to bed with a positive attitude. So I send prayers of love to people that maybe annoyed me today, or that weren't so pleasant to me today, recognizing that I might have done the same thing to somebody else. And lastly, I ask for guidance. I ask God for guidance. So there's things that I want to do, and I don't know how to do them. or at work I have a problem that I can't resolve. I give it to God. So I ask God for guidance, and I'm not necessarily waiting for the answer. I'm just simply throwing these questions to God, things in my life that I need some help figuring out. I give them to God, and then I go to bed. And that's really what my routine has looked like lately. And if you think about it, these routines, help me become more and more awareness of my oneness with God. And the wonderful thing about as I become more and more aware of my oneness with God, I realize that I am connected to infinite wisdom. I have the infinite resources of God available to me. And this is a God who loves me and wants to help me and wants to guide me, but is patient and will wait for Rich to come sit, and will wait for Rich to listen to the inner nudges and receive some of these inner guidances and inner wisdom that God wants to share with me. So these practices help me connect more and more with God. I become more and more aware of my oneness with God and connect with God's infinite wisdom and God's infinite resources that I need. Quite frankly, I need God. I need God's wisdom. I need God's resources to help me in my life. And these practices help me connect to this wonderful, powerful God who loves me more than I can even comprehend. And when I become more and more aware of my oneness with God, wonderful things begin to happen in my life. Amazing things begin to happen. Miracles begin to happen. And they're not really miracles. They seem like they're miracles, but they're happening because I'm connected to God, and God and I are one, and we're acting together in unison. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have a daily routine that is similar or different or has other things, I'd love to hear. Put them in the comments and share your daily routine as well, and what works with you and what helps you connect to God and what helps you connect to your true self. So again, I hope you found this helpful. Much love to all of you. And until next time, have a nice evening and great rest of the week. Much love to all of you.